have the lobsters already?
No.
Okay, I took a picture.
It's been a pretty damn good game.
Yeah. That's tough to sell in, but yeah.
I got Bill to come in and do the camera. He got here right at 5:45.
Who's that?
Bill.
What is it?
Darren.
Darren? Yeah, no, I know. What's his name?
Darren.
Yeah, I know him. I gotta see his face. Yeah, he knows who I am. I know who he is. I just didn't okay. All right.
And you can see you got two running back to the studio.
I'll check it out. Hey, Thomas. Go back to something.
What's that, man?
I just set these bolts on watch this too.
I call myself smart and got my tripods. Got my tripods in the back, but I left all the top plates because all my cameras at the house.
I usually leave the plate in the camera.
Yeah. I mean, it was only because I left. I wasn't trying all the time. And then somebody else ended up getting it off for me. They did something. You gonna keep that splash screen up for a minute?
I'm sorry?
You gonna keep that splash screen up for a minute?
Yeah, you know this.
We'll give it a shot like 5 minutes. I will give it a shot to take this off for like 5 minutes.
You want me to turn it on?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna try this for about 5 minutes to try and get it.
Oh, okay.
But that's all I was wondering about the screen. Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. How's your son doing? Where's he at?
Maine.
Okay.
Man, out there, man.
Okay. Good. Glad to hear that, man. Tell him I should have known.
Yeah.
Everything's good, man. No complaints. You know, trying to navigate through all this stuff. Everything's good, man. It's going good, man. You know, Tony's created a great relationship with WIA and Metro, so we're doing a lot of things. And now, you know, some people can hear and see it. So we got the other screens and stuff. Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. So just Rainier Avenue Radio, you go to our Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. See it here. Yeah. It's all right. All right, well, good to see you, man.
A little better, but I got to go around 2 more times. But it still needs like a couple more times to go around. But if I do, that lock is good. You better put me to the test. Like, D, you said you worked the camera. Two people on Sealth get a hamstring. This a wrap. We got several people, man. Oh, no, one person. Okay, so we got 8.
Say hi to somebody in the office.
Good evening. Sealth International High School welcomes you to Metro League basketball between Rainier Beach Vikings and the Sealth Seahawks. Starting for the visiting Vikings.
I'll take the first and the third.
We got number 3, Jalen Green.
You want me here? Ready whenever you are.
Number 11, Winston Cole.
All right, we have the starting lineups.
Miles Davis. Number 40, Namir.
Yeah, Tony giving the starting lineups for Rainier Beach. First is starting number 3, Jalen Green, a 6'5" junior. Number 11, Winston Cole, 6'2" senior. Number 20 is Miles Damon, a 6'1" sophomore. And then also number 40, Namir Robinson, 5'9" sophomore. And we have called that young man's name quite a bit. Of course, his father, Nate Robinson. And then also in the middle, 6'6" junior Josh Connerly. And now the starters for the Seahawks.
Rakib Hassan. Number 11, Taya Jackson. And number 12, Jalen Tatum.
So for the Seahawks, you got number 2 is Daniel Wandy. Number 3 is Kofi Nketiah Jr. You got number 4 is Abdi Hassan. Number 11 is Tan Jackson. And number 12 is Jalen Tatum. That's the starting lineup, Tony, for the Sealth Seahawks. And so we are ready to go here.
Here we go. Miles Damon going to bring the ball in for Beach. And here we got action. Namir Robinson with the ball over to Cole. Beach whips the ball around the perimeter. Robinson with it, drops it down low. Turner spinning, a nice little touch inside. Shot doesn't go though from John Connolly. Quickly back the other way. Comes Sealth, ball on the floor. Robinson for a layup, and Beach on top, 2-0 to get this game started.
Yeah, and Namir Robinson showing his quickness and speed, and then Beach playing a full court press, and now backing off.
Into the front court. Sealth, shot put up, no good, and that was Jalen Tatum. Beach quickly down the other way. Robinson corrals the pass. It looks like it was going to get away. Shot put up by Miles Damon doesn't go.
Miles Damon, the lefty, just like his father, Daniel Damon.
Daniel Wandy setting up the offense. Pass John Lopper, thinks about a shot. And a deep three put up by Wandy doesn't go. Rebounded by Beach. Beach quickly back the other way. Winston Cole shakes, bakes, moves inside, puts up a shot. Doesn't go. We're going to get a foul call, and I think that's going to go against Abdi Hassan.
That was a good move inside, Tony, by Winston Cole to draw the defense in and pick up the foul.
Go, Big Josh.
So Cole's going to go to the free throw line with 2 shots. And again, Rick, up and down action right away. Both teams trying to get up and get out.
Yeah. Both teams are very athletic.
First shot by Cole does not go. Next shot. That one doesn't go either. Ball is grabbed by Wandy. Fires the pass into the front court that's too high for everybody. Intended for Hassan. So Beach comes back the other way. Miles Damon gets it back to Robinson. Robinson surveys the floor. Shot put up by...
That was Damon on the outside there. Nothing
Quickly
there.
Back the other way. Wandy puts up a shot, bounces off the rim, doesn't go. And Cole down the other way, goes all the way, fires the pass out to Robinson. Robinson puts up a 12-footer from the elbow and back down the other way. Quickly, here we come. Shot is batted. Away.
Miles Damon.
Miles Damon.
Tell you what, Tony, Miles Damon came out of nowhere to block that shot. Said, no easy shots on this end.
Laney Haynes gets the ball in to Kofi Kalaya. Again, waiting ball out the perimeter. It's back to Cole.
And Tony, that was big Josh Connolly going in for the basket, was fouled on the play. And so we shall see if, they're going to call a foul on the play. So Connolly will go to the line for 2 shots.
So, all right, we got our live action back for you. For those of you who are seeing the flyer, now you're watching the game. Connerly's to the line. First free throw is up and good. 3-0 with 5:34 here left in the first quarter. High school basketball action. Connerly's next shot off the glass and in. It still counts.
Come on, man. You got to call that from the front. You know that in the hood. That's no good if you don't call it.
Hassan in the front court. And Beach aggressive on defense.
Protect the basket. Protect the basket, Josh. Back up, Josh. Protect the basket, Josh.
Jalen Tatum will bring the ball in bounds, and we've got a referee's timeout. Rainier Beach and Chief Sealth, boys and Chief Sealth. What is the mascot for Chief Sealth?
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks. That's
yeah.
Wandy with the ball out on top. Kalaya as Sealth sets the offense. Jackson with the ball, drives, hop steps, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go, and I think we're going to get a foul called.
Yeah, I think they're calling out on the big guy, Josh Connerly. Connerly at 6'6", but you can see, Tony, he's got some meat on those bones as well. That is a big young man.
Yeah.
And if you remember him in football, one of the top recruits in football as well, and one heck of a player on the football field.
Jalen Tatum's first shot bounces off the back of the rim.
Be with us.
Kind of violently. All the way back to him almost. Tayan Jackson's next shot. 5:08 here left in the first quarter. And that one's good. 4-1. Okay, Chief Sealth is on the board. Robinson in the front court. Quickly finds Cole back over to the other side. Robinson with the ball. Thinks about a deep three. Doesn't take it. Back to Cole again. Or Damon. Robinson with the deep three on net. Namir Robinson buries a deep three. And that's going to put Beach ahead 7-1. Quickly back the other way, and I think we're going to have a travel call.
Yep.
And yes, we are, Hassan.
And I tell you what, Tony, Rainier Beach's defense, the fact that they're pressuring, that caused that turnover, and that's what they do. They are going to ball hawk, and they're going to make you earn everything that you get.
Beach in the front court. And again, nice move inside with the left hand. Tayan Jackson doesn't go, though. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and
actually, that was Winston Cole. And yeah, he just couldn't get it to go.
Cole.
Josh Connerly got the rebound and couldn't get it. So the Seahawks take possession. The ball was knocked out of bounds. A couple of substitutes in the game. Tony for Rainier Beach, number 31, Nura Bull, and number 32, Darius Wilcher.
So Sealth trying to get the ball in bounds. Finally did get it into Daniel Wandy. Pressured in the backcourt by Jerry Petty. Ball is stolen by Beach. And up just into the game. A nice move. Slide to the left. Shot doesn't go. And I don't have 32 on my roster.
That is a Darius Wilcher for the Vikings. And yeah, also think you mentioned Jerry Petty, the 5'7" sophomore in the game for Rainier Beach as well.
The ball is stolen away. And here comes down the court Miles Damon. Damon drops a pass off. Darius Wilcher. Wilcher in the corner. Jerry Petty puts up a shot that doesn't go. And Sealth down 7-1 with 4:05 to go.
Lock that up. Lock that up. Steal. Oh, block that. Block party.
I think we're going to get a foul called. Nice little spin move inside by Jalen Tatum.
Yeah, and they're calling the foul there on number 3, Jalen Green, picks up his first personal foul. And Tony, we were mentioning Jerry Petty and his dad. Obviously, many know Jerry Petty from his Jerry Petty Sr., who won a state title at Garfield as a point guard and went on to play for Trent Johnson at Reno.
Deep three put up by Wandy, bounces off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Ball is kicked out of bounds in the front court. Beach will retain possession. And I'm wondering if Darius Wilcher is the same relation to the Darius Wilcher that I know.
Likely so. Yeah.
From Tacoma. If so, what's up, D? Played football for the University of Washington Huskies. Petty's going to bring the ball in, gets it to DeAndre White. Petty with the ball again. Trying to figure out this zone. Ball drops down low, the ball. Shot from the left side doesn't go. Wilcher with the rebound, gets the ball inside. Jalen Green, shot goes up, doesn't go, but he's going to go to the line. 3:29 left here in the first quarter. Beach up 7-1.
Antonio, good follow by Darius Wilcher. Missed the shot, got his rebound, and a nice dish to Jalen Green, who drew the foul and is at the line.
So both teams right now having a little trouble at the free throw line.
Yeah, they really are.
Misses that first shot.
But, as we talked about last night, I mean, it's the start of the season. These guys have not had as much time to get the work in that they would like. And so what we're seeing, this first week is not the teams we're going to see in a couple of weeks as they start to really get their feet under them.
Second shot is good. I do wonder, though, how good O'Day is really going to be.
Yeah.
They
were impressive last night.
They didn't even play three of their top players.
Turn up, steal.
So Beach with pressure. Finally, they get the ball into the front court with Kalaya.
No foul. Yeah,
Player falls down. Beach all over the place. Hands everywhere into the front court. All by himself. The bucket does not fall.
That was DeAndre White
DeAndre
with the
White.
steal. Yeah, just couldn't get the lay-in to fall, but was fouled on the play. And again, Tony, that pressure defense, I mean, Beach is all over. They are ball hawking. They are not letting anything go easy. And so really forcing the Seahawks to work hard on the offensive end and forcing some turnovers.
DeAndre White with the free throw. That one, nice soft touch. Goes off the front of the rim, says hi to the back of the rim, and drops through.
Talked its way through, huh?
Next shot by White.
Yeah, dude.
That one's on net. 10-1 now with 3:08 to go. And again, full court pressure, long pass.
No foul.
Again, tight pressure. Shot put up off again. One hand, nice bucket there from Kalaya. That's going to make it 10-3. Beach quickly down the other way. DeAndre White back to Jerry Petty. Thinks about a deep three, doesn't take it. White with the ball on top. Back to Petty. Over in the corner. DeAndre White tied up. Pass is almost stolen away.
No, it was off. They said it was off of the hands of Darius Wilcher, so turnover.
So they do get the ball. Nice defense there. And Sealth down 10-3 with the ball. And a couple substitutions in the game now. Messiah Alafalo for Sealth, and also Deshaun Golan in the game for Sealth as well. So Hassan looking for somebody to get the ball in against that pressure and comes up with the ball. Petty with the steal. And we've got a three from the corner. Darius Wilcher doesn't go. Rebounded by Bo. Bo with the left hand. Counted and one for Beach. And Rick, we are really seeing this Beach team come out and they're ready to play.
Yeah, they are. And they are deep. I mean, Coach Bethia already, we got 2:26 to play in the first quarter and has already made some wholesale substitutions. This is a deep squad, and they're young, Tony, as well. I'm looking at the roster. They only have one senior on the roster, a couple of freshmen, a bunch of sophomores and juniors, and just Winston Cole, the lone senior.
So there may be some things to fix, but hustle ain't one of them for Beach right now.
Yeah.
Bow's shot goes in and out. And again, backcourt pressure. As we get the ball in the front court, Beach extends the defense. Hassan gets the ball taken away. Golden gets it back. And again, nice little drive, tripped up. And the shot does not go.
So they're going to say a blocking foul, Tony. So Abdi Hassan at the line shooting two.
eerily quiet here as Hassan goes to the line. I feel like it's golf.
I know.
Hassan
We got to talk quietly on the sideline here.
Hassan hits the first free throw. Hassan's second free throw. Bounces off the front of the rim. Does not go. Rebound by Mario Clark. Quickly in the front court. Robinson with the ball. Petty with it now on top. Ball is stolen away by Sealth. Hassan's going to get it for a layup. Left hand, it goes. It's good. 12-6 now. It's Sealth trying to call their way back into this game with 1:40 here to go. Hassan again with the ball. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Petty hustling.
And yeah, Tony, that was Mario Clark tying them up as well as Petty. And, Chief Sealth called the timeout, so they'll retain possession. But again, I keep emphasizing this. The Rainier Beach defense, man, they are just all over. If Sealth players picking it up, they're all over them, double teaming and forcing turnovers and forcing just bad decisions.
And we're going to take it back to the home office and Daniel Bellis for an update.
Thank you, Tony B. Bishop Blanchette and Roosevelt are actually already at the half, and it's a close one for the boys. Blanchette is squeaking by Roosevelt 22-21. And Ballard is also in a very close one against Mason Hale, 12-11. Ballard leads that one. Also in action, Cleveland and Eastside Catholic, still waiting on score from them. Ingram and Lincoln also waiting on score from them. And girls basketball action, the Seattle Prep Bishop Blanchette game actually just started. Into the first, Seattle Prep leads 10-3.
And we're back to live action. Wandy brings it back, finds a wide open player quickly, converged on by Beach players and loses the ball out of bounds. So Golan loses the ball. 12-6, 1:35 here to go as Robinson breaks the half-court line. Ball to Wiltshire, back to Robinson. Sealth sits back in that zone. Bowl now deals from the right elbow. Bowl drops a shot.
Boy, the big man, Shawnee, has got a nice touch from the outside.
14-6 now, 1:10 to go in the game. Hassan finds Golan. Golan gets out of the key. Back to Hassan on the right side. Hassan puts up a shot that does not go. Bowl high for the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. And so down 14-6 with 57 seconds left to go. Sealth will retain possession.
And I'll tell you what, the Vikings making the Seahawks work on for everything on the offensive end.
Jackson looking to bring the ball in. Finally does get the ball in. And Robinson pressuring on defense. So we have a 5-second caller traveling. Either way, Beach gets the ball back. 49 seconds here to go in the first quarter. Beach up 14-6. Mario Clark with the ball. Back to Robinson. Wiltshire got it. Now drop it down low to Bowl. Back to Wiltshire. Thinks about a three. Gives it to Robinson. He'll pull the trigger. And rolls around and drops in three ball for Namir Robinson. 17-6 now. 30 seconds left to go. Wandy into the front court under pressure.
And Tony, I'll tell you what, hitting those three-pointers is a way to get the Seahawks out of that zone. Shoot them out of it.
And the ball is stolen again. Beach and that defense. Robinson thinks about another three, and this one drops in as well. Robinson with a couple of threes, extending that lead. 2 seconds left. We got a deep three put up. Just inside the half-court line, Kofi Kalaya Jr. buries the three, looking like Steph Curry there. And so here at the end of one, Rainier Beach 20, and the Chief Sealth Seahawks 9, Rick, up and down action. Sealth is going to have to settle down. And his Beach came out and, again, aggressive offensively, taking the ball to the hoop, and defensively just all over the place, hands everywhere.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, and that's what Rainier Beach, I mean, they're so athletic and Michael Bethia, him and his coaching staff, that's what they're going to do. They're going to pressure you. They're going to force turnovers. And Chief Sealth has got to, figure out how to break that pressure, number one. And then in the half-court offense, take their time, get their sets, and run their plays. But, again, it's tough when you got a guy in your face and they're ball hawking and they are swiping at everything and making it tough. And, you made a good point. Rainier Beach on the offensive end right now shooting, I think Namir Robinson's got about three threes, if I'm not mistaken. And that is something that will draw that zone out and maybe draw Chief Sealth out of that zone, which they don't want to go man-to-man with Rainier Beach.
And we had a great game earlier, girls game, that Beach pulled it out by one as Jalea Sampson hit 2 free throws with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. Calmly went to the line and buried those.
Calmly, yes, absolutely. And so the second quarter here to start, Tony, and Rainier Beach leading by a score of 20-9. And we are here live at the Southwest Athletic Complex, better known as Chief Sealth High School, and the Seahawks with the ball. Kofi Kataya Jr. moving the ball around. And again, Rainier Beach, you can see the defense just coming up tight on the Seahawks and making it tough and forcing a turnover there. That's Messiah Alfeo, and threw it away, that pressure there. And so Rainier Beach will take over. So the Vikings bring the ball down. That is number 11, Winston Cole, the lone senior, over to Namir Robinson. And back to Cole, over to Damon. Damon looking inside, finds his big guy. Nyre Ballard, the shot goes up, won't go. Ballard to Bo, and the ball is tipped away, and the Seahawks on the run. But there's Damon with the steal. And the lay-in won't go. So Miles Damon, good defensive play, but couldn't convert. Seahawks on the run. And a long three-pointer on the sideline. That is Kofi Kataya Jr., the freshman, and knocks it down.
So he hit one from about 40, and then there was another slightly more traditional three from the corner.
Yeah. And on the other end, Winston Cole misses his three-pointer, and the Seahawks off and running. And another deep three by the Seahawks. And Daniel Wandy. And, Mike Bethia, he is not happy. The Rainier Beach coach calling timeout. And Vikings, 2 3-pointers. And the Seahawks pulling to within 5 points, 20-15 with 6:52 left to go here in the second quarter.
And I want to say big thank you to Seattle King County Public Health powering this broadcast for us. And then also Providence Elder Place Pace. If you know someone who is 55 years or older, we're going to give you more information about Elder Care Place. And since we have this time out, I think I'll do that right now. If you're a family member, 55 or over, and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place Pace. This program offers healthcare, PACE, housing, transportation, recreational activities. Call 206-320-5325.
Well done, Tony B. And the Vikings now with the leather and the lead, 15-20. 6:45 left to play. And Namir Robinson with the ball, dribbling to his left. Over to Miles Damon, back to Robinson. Into Bowl. Nice move over to the elbow, the jumper. And I tell you what, Tony.
Again, from that same spot.
Namir Bowl is showing that he's got a nice little jumper from that 15-foot range. And now Rainier Beach with the pressure, then they back off. Drop into their tight man-to-man coverage. And the shot up by Rainier Beach, and that is Kofi Kataya
takes
Jr.
that all the way down, Rick, and you're going to have to stop him.
Yeah. So Kofi Kataya Jr. and takes it into the paint, gets it off the window, and gets the bucket and the foul. Kataya Jr., only a freshman, Tony, and he has shown that he ain't backing down. He's not letting these big guys and these older guys, Kataya, the free throw is up and good, and so the Vikings now pull to within 4, 22-18, 6:17 to play here in the first half. Second quarter action. We're live at Sealth High School, Rainier Beach, the Vikings and the Chief Sealth Seahawks. And Rainier Beach Bowl on the left side finds Miles Damon. Miles Damon, jumper won't go, and fight for the rebound, and the Seahawks come down with it. And there's that young man again, Kofi Kataya Jr.,
Kalaya Jr. with the last 8 points for Chief Sealth.
And Miles Damon with the steal for the Vikings. The Vikings on the run. Winston Cole taking it in and loses the handle. But Damon with a good save there. And so the Vikings have the ball. 20 on the shot clock. Cole on the left baseline won't go, but there's Miles Damon with the follow.
Up over everybody for that rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, the sophomore is showing that he can bang inside. Got the offensive rebound and putback to give the Vikings a 24-18 lead with 5:31 left to go here in the first half. Seahawks on the other end. And that is Tan Jackson. Jackson is shot long. Damon with the rebound finds Winston Cole. Cole, watch out. And Cole with the two-hand jam. Oh, my. Let it begin.
Kiss the baby good night.
Yes,
Grown
sir.
folks are in the house now.
And they call blocking foul on the other end on the Vikings. So the Vikings, 5:09 left to play here, Tony, a 26-18 lead. And you always love that when you see it's a breakaway. You know that we may have a little theatrics going on. Yes, sir. So substitutes coming in, checking in for the Seahawks. Tegan Gaither, number 33, the senior. He'll take the ball out. And on the other end, he finds Abdi Hassan. Hassan guarded by Miles Damon. And the Seahawks trying to move the ball on the perimeter and trying to find an opening in this tight man-to-man defense. And in the paint, and a good shot there, Tan Jackson. And Jackson got by Namir Robinson and was able to get in the paint and locked up a little 10-foot floater for the bucket. And the score is 26-20. Vikings lead it by 6 here. There's the big guy, Josh Connolly Jr. And the Vikings moving the ball. Oh, a great pass inside and the short jumper. And that was Jalen Green couldn't get it. But Josh Connolly Jr. with the rebound and fouled. No, check that. They called the foul on. Connolly was fouled. Okay, I was trying to see what they're. So Connolly fouled on the play. He'll go to the line.
We've settled down now into a game again. Beach came out aggressively. Sealth was a little hesitant. Now they've got their legs under them.
Yeah. Well, Sealth hit some long threes, and so that certainly would loosen that defense up. Josh Connolly Jr., the big guy, 6'6", and I think if I recall from the football rosters, he goes about 275, I think. Somewhere around there, but Josh Connolly Jr. at the line and misses his first shot. The second one is up and good. So the Vikings lead it 27-20, 4:32 left to play. Vikings full court pressure. Now they drop off into their man coverage, or I should say man defense. Man coverage thinking football.
It was a great football season.
Yeah.
Oh, again!
Three-pointer, Tan Jackson.
Again, a deep three. Tan Jackson.
Jackson with the mask down around his chin says, take that. I don't have to have this mask over my nose. On the other end. And that is DeAndre White coming back with the three-pointer. And then the steal. White gets a steal. And I think they're going to say he was out of bounds. So White with the three-pointer. And then challenged the inbounds pass and knocked it away. But I think they are going to say he was on the line. Yeah. So the Seahawks will have the ball, and they'll take it on the sideline there. Ira, the referee, has been around for years, one of the better referees in. And they got a great crew here today at the Sealth High School, at Rainier Beach, but we are at the Southwest Athletic Complex. Rainier Beach leading 30-23, 3:53 left to go.
Nice
drive inside, and again that was Tan Jackson. He's going to be fouled. And let's see, I believe they're calling the foul on. And that was on Miles Damon, the 6'1" sophomore. He was called on the foul. So at the line, Tan Jackson, the junior. They'll have 2 shots. First one is up, and it's good. And again, I want to remind you, if you're listening but not watching, we are streaming. So go to Facebook or YouTube, Rainier Avenue Radio. Our page is there, or Twitch. And you can see as well as listen to the game right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Second free throw by Jackson, up and short. And so Rainier Beach with the rebound across midcourt. DeAndre White with the ball over to Damon, and Bowl with the long shot. Oh, my Bowl with the three-pointer. We're Bowl, 6'5" sophomore, Tony, and he's showing not only can he play inside, but he's got a jump shot. And on the other end, and they're going to call the foul there. I believe the foul is going to go on Jalen Green, the 6'5 junior. And it was on a three-pointer, and I didn't see a lot of contact there, Tony. It looked like he got the ball there, but they call a foul.
I believe Tan Jackson is going to go to the line for 3.
Yeah, he is. He was behind the three-point line, so this is really the old-fashioned way, 3 points at the free throw line. The new age way is you got a 3-point line, just make the shot. The old-fashioned way is it's and 1, and then we got to earn 3 at the line. And that it's free throw, so you should hit him. He's the second of 3. And checking back in for the Seahawks is number 10, Messiah Alafeo. And he replaces Kofi Katai Jr. And the third free throw up and in, pulling the Seahawks to within 6, 27-33 here with 3:20 left to go. The Vikings leading. Pass inside, Vikings moving the ball around on the outside. The shot is up, three-pointer, won't go. That was Dondre White. And Dondre White, though, getting back on defense. Tony knocks it away and gets the steal.
Back on defense.
Yeah. Tipped it to Josh Connolly, and they got the steal. So White again with the ball. Inside the ball, and I believe they're going to call a foul. Oh, wait. Yep, they're calling the foul, and so to be was not while he was shooting, and so they're not in the bonus yet. Oh, check it. That is, they are in the bonus, so it'll be 1-1. So Nuir Bowl, 6'5 sophomore at the line for the Vikings. And again, Rainier Beach leading 33-27, 2:59 left to play here in the first half. And the shot is up and missed, but there for the rebound. Oh, and a great putback. That was number 10, Dondre White. And Dondre with the rebound and the follow, giving the Vikings an 8-point lead here at 35-27. My mom will be proud of me. I looked up and told you it was 8 points. That was a calculator in the head. Mama, I know you're proud of me. And the long jumper, the long three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Tony, that was Daniel Wandy. And the junior knocks it down to keep the Seahawks in this ball game. 35-30, 2:30 left to play in the first half. And that is White with the baseline jumper, won't go. Rebound, the Seahawks are off and running. They've got numbers. And a drop-off, moving around, then another long three, and it is good. Daniel Wandy. And I tell you what, the three ball is keeping the Seahawks in this ball game. They pulled it within a bucket, 35-33. The Rainier Beach Vikings leading with 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. And pressure defense, and they're going to call Abdi Hassan with the foul. And I tell you what, Tony, and you see it here. I mean, the confidence just growing as the Seahawks hitting these buckets. And, man, their confidence is growing, and the defense getting more aggressive on the defensive end as well.
Again, Beach came out really aggressively. Sealth had trouble getting into their offense, and the speed of the game that Beach came out with. They finally got their legs under them and settled down a little bit, and they're shooting the lights out. That's helping.
Yeah, they really are. They being the Seahawks. And now Dondre White, 6'1 junior at the line for the Vikings. First shot is up and off the front of the rim, won't go. And there's a 1-and-1. But there's Bowl for the rebound, and he is fouled on the putback. I tell you what, Tony, I am impressed with Nuir Bowl, 6'5 sophomore. And it is just, I tell you what, Rainier Beach, they just find these great players.
You know what they say, Mama, who's that man? Nuir Bowl, that's who it is.
I don't know if he's any relation to the great Manute Bowl and Bowl, Manute Bowl's son, but and Bowl's first free throw up and off the back iron, no good.
And that's about the only thing he hasn't done right so far in this game.
Yeah. I tell you what, you look at it, he's got some very, very thin legs there. He might be related to the Bowls somewhere along the line. We'll have to find out. We'll have to check in with the Rainier Beach folks to see. Nuir Bowl, those 6'5 sophomore, and making a statement here for the Rainier Beach Vikings tonight in the first half. Second free throw is up and no good as well, so misses 2. And like you said, Tony, the only flaw in the game so far that we've seen. On the other end, the Seahawks, again, trying to figure out a way to break through this tight man-to-man. Oh, and a long three-pointer by Daniel Wandy, and that was Steph Curry range. And off the back of the iron, no good. And, called on the travel is Dondre White. Will Hart, the referee, calling, and Dondre is shaking his head. No, that's a bad call, man. I got bumped. but the referee doesn't agree with him, and it will be a turnover. Seahawks ball. 1:40 left to go here in the first half. Rainier Beach a 2-point lead, 35-33 over Sealth. And Chief Sealth with the inbounds. And taking it across is Messiah Alafeo. And Bo with, I'm sorry, forgive me, Nuir Bo with a near steal. But the Seahawks get it back. And I tell you what, that pressure defense making it hard for the Seahawks to get an opening. Seahawks again moving the ball around, and there's a Namir Robinson forcing the turnover. It goes to Winston Cole. Cole out to Robinson. Robinson back to Cole. Cole driving to the basket, finds Robinson on the right side. The three-pointer is up and good. Namir Robinson for three.
Calmly buries another three-pointer.
I think that's it. If my count is right, Tony, that's 4 for him in this first half. And the Vikings leading at 38-33, 52 seconds left to go here in the first half. We are live at Chief Sealth High School, the Southwest Athletic Complex. And the drive in the base and the paint and the jumper. Yeah, Tan Jackson won't go, but he's fouled.
And Tan Jackson is being aggressive offensively, whether the shot goes or not. And I think that's what they needed. Of course, those big threes by Kofi Kalaya just took the lid off the bucket for him.
And Daniel Wandy hit a couple long threes. And, Chief Sealth, that's kept them in the game. And, again, I mentioned this earlier, but that's built up their confidence. And so they're saying, hey, we can play with these guys. And right now it's a 4-point game with 44 seconds left to go. In the first half, Rainier Beach leading 38-34. The second free throw is up and no good. And Winston Cole with the rebound. He'll take it down himself. And he's got a lane all the way to the basket, takes it all the way in. And he is met. He is met right in the paint by Messiah Alafeo. And Alafeo hit in the family jewels there. And he's let's just say. Let me tell you something. And if you don't know, Tony, I'm just going to say, when you see in the movies and someone gets kicked in the groin and they get up and run, that is not realistic. All it takes is a little brush. And, again, he is coming out of the ball game. First free throw by Winston Cole is up and good. So I feel for my man, Messiah Alafeo. But he's still on the sideline. He's bending over, Tony. Brother, we have been there. We know what you are dealing with. He'll be all right. Second free throw is up and good. So the Vikings with the 40-34.
Big pitch down there. That's not going to make it.
Yep, and full court pass and just not able to get it. That was Abdi Hassan. And so the turnover, Vikings take over with 37 seconds left. They have the lead and the leather, 40-34. I'm sorry, I'm taking that from Kevin Calabro. He used to always say that, the leather and the lead. The lead and the leather. Winston Cole out to Namir Robinson. Robinson again, another three-pointer, a little short, won't go. Seahawks with the rebound, and they are going to.
Nice look for layup
break,
there.
and that is, if I'm not mistaken, that was Daniel Wandy with the finish there to pull the Seahawks to within 4, 40-36. Namir Robinson, crossover, comes between the legs, back outside, finds Winston Cole. Cole from top of the key, the three-pointer. Won't go, and there's a whistle on, I believe they called it 3 seconds in the key. They did. So Will Hart, the referee, said, hey, you can't camp out in the paint there. So turnover. So with 4.2 seconds left, the Seahawks with the ball have a full court to go, and they trail it 40-36 to the Rainier Beach Vikings. And a shot at the buzzer, just after the buzzer, would not have counted if it went in. So after one half here, Tony, at the Southwest Athletic Complex, the Rainier Beach Vikings leading the Sealth Seahawks, Chief Sealth Seahawks, I should say, by a score of 40-36.
And at this half, we're going to go to a little commercial break here, and we come back. I think we're going to be joined by our very own Tim Goodman, who's going to give us his analysis of what he has seen so far in this game. So we're going to take this little break here, and we'll be back shortly.
Rainier Avenue Radio World, celebrating 4 years of broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the interest of South Seattle and surrounding communities. Hey, it's Tony B, and yes, I'm excited to share with you that April 1st is our birthday. This one is our 4th of amplifying the diverse voices in our communities, broadcasting community events, providing award-winning instructional classes to youth and adults, supporting our music. Rainier Avenue Radio World, celebrating 4 years of broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the interest of South Seattle and surrounding communities. Hey, it's Tony B, and yes, I'm excited to share with you that April 1st is our birthday. This one is our 4th of amplifying the diverse voices in our communities, broadcasting community events, providing award-winning instructional classes to youth and adults, supporting our music communities in all genres and forms, hosting critical conversations, and making sure that we are who you are. 2020 provided us with the opportunities to meet the needs of our communities. Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to have provided our communities with the most comprehensive coverage of how the coronavirus did and continues to impact our communities. And so, for our birthday, on behalf of our amazing staff, volunteers, much appreciated. Yes, times are tough, so any amount would be greatly appreciated. You will see the results. Here's how you can donate. You can go to our website at rainieravenue.radio.world and go to the donate page. You can Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. You can send a check to Rainier Avenue Radio, P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington, 98118. You can donate to Shunpike, who's our fiscal agent. Just indicate that your contribution is for Rainier Avenue Radio. Shunpike is the 501c3 nonprofit agency that provides independent art groups like ours in Washington State with services, resources, and opportunities. Once again, happy birthday to us at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We are your community radio station. We will continue to provide you with community-created content, broadcast live from our communities, and of course, we'll bring you high school sports like nobody else can. Join us in celebration. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
We're back live here at the SWAC, Southwest Athletic Complex. We're going to go to Daniel Bellis here in a second. But again, I want to mention Providence Elder Place, the PACE program, proud sponsor of Rainier Beach Boys and Girls Basketball broadcasts. And look, like I said before, I'll mention this to you. If you are a family member over 55, need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE program. The program centers in the Rainier Valley and throughout Seattle and King County offer health care, housing, transportation, social and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE specializes in serving those with chronic health conditions, including diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease, the things that affect African Americans, and dementia for over 25 years. This program keeps seniors out of nursing homes, assists family members caring for elderly loved ones, and works to keep the most vulnerable members of our community healthy in their homes. For more information, call 206 320 5325. That's 206 320 5325, or visit providence.org/elder place. And Mr. Bellis, what do you got for us?
Well, I can tell you, Tony, that Ballard and Nathan Hale are in a bit of a barn burner right now. Most of the way, Ballard's been leading, but Nathan Hale just took the lead for the second time of the game. It is now 27-24. Nathan Hale over Ballard right there. And Roosevelt and Blanchette are currently in the third quarter, with Roosevelt up 39-30. Eastside Catholic is dominating Cleveland, with the boys performing just like the girls, 49-19 on that one right there. We are awaiting the score on Ingram and Lincoln, but in girls basketball action, currently at the half, Seattle Prep leaves Bishop Blanchette 22-19 right there. And boys soccer kicked off, or I guess kick because soccer, but yeah, first week of the year for them, and two ties. Garfield Chief Sealth tied 1 apiece, and Ballard and Ingram tied at 1 apiece to start their season. Tomorrow, Nathan Hale and Roosevelt will kick off their season at 4 p.m. Bishop Blanchette and Lakeside at 4 p.m. Eastside Catholic O'Day at 4 p.m. Franklin and West Seattle at 4 p.m. Seattle Prep and Lincoln at 4 p.m. And Rainier Beach and Cleveland will kick off their season tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Mr. Bellis, we have Tim Goodman with us now. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Tim on. Tim, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
All right, and I'm here with Rick Dupree, and COVID won't allow you to be here with us, but you're coming on here through virtually. And so, what did you see at this game? Give us your again expert analysis for what we've seen here so far.
Well, besides my alma mater losing the game right now at the gym that I'm really familiar with, I saw Beach and a couple young players that I actually coached in, like, in fourth grade and fifth grade or whatever. It's good to see them develop. Beach is real athletic. They're young, but they're real athletic. They got a lot of guards who can shoot the ball and push the ball. And when need be, they've got a couple guys that can put defensive pressure on you full court.
Yeah, I tell you, Tim, we were that was certainly the case early in the game, and then your alma mater, they started hitting some long threes, man, and that seemed to build their confidence up, and they came back into it. Yeah.
A couple of times I saw the kids. You could see the Dame Lillard, Steph Curry influence.
Yeah.
A couple of the moves and a couple of the step back threes. A couple of those, as a coach, I'm saying, oh man, that's a bad shot.
Yep, I know that's no, good shot.
Yeah, all right.
That's one of those, yeah.
But you see, I'm representing. I got my shirt on, Sealth basketball, got my swag gear. Couldn't find my hat.
Yeah. No, we're checking you out though. You represent, but no, Sealth looking good, and Tony and I were saying we're getting ready to start the second half here, but it just is great to see when these kids, their confidence gets built up, and it's only a 4-point game here as we go into the second half.
Absolutely, man. Maybe Sealth can get the upset and pull it off tonight. If they keep shooting the basketball really well and actually take care of the ball. They had a couple careless turnovers there in the first half. If they can take care of the ball and continue to shoot that way, you never know what's going to happen late in the fourth quarter.
Well, all right, Tim, we're going to go here for second half action. Thanks for joining us, man, and this won't be the last time we hear from you this season. Tim, good to see you, and congratulations to your son, too, playing for O'Day last night. About 6'7", right?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Proud dad. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Go Hawks.
All right, so here we are for second half action. Ball into Connerly. Again, three-point shot put up, bounces off the front of the rim for Winston Cole. Putback is up and good, though.
Josh Connolly, the big guy there, Tony, for the putback. And you see Rainier Beach just in and almost still there. They're in a zone press there, and really just trying to make it a little bit more difficult, get some time off of that shot clock, and make it more difficult for the Seahawks to get the ball across half court.
Jalen Tatum will bring the ball in bounds, and again, as Rick was just saying, that pressure still there. Trapped in the corner, Tayan Jackson gets rid of the ball. Ball is stolen, and coming down the other way is Damon. Damon to the hoop with left-handed lay-in is going to put Beach up by 8 now. And again, that pressure there. Wandy gets the ball into front court. Hassan with the ball in the corner. He's going to be trapped. Ball stolen again. This time, Winston Cole pulls up inside for a little floater, 5-footer, and Beach comes out again.
Oh, nice little floater in the paint there. And
again, the ball stolen away. Nice effort there to save the ball by Damon. 46-36, 6:56 here to go, and Beach comes out blazing. Cole again to the hoop. This time the shot doesn't go, but he's going to go to the line, and I believe they are going to go ahead and call that foul on Tayan Jackson.
Yep. Blocking foul. And Tim Goodman said this at halftime, Tony, if his team can start the second half and cut out the turnovers that they had in the first half, and you start the second half, and they are doing that. And again, it's that pressure defense, Rainier Beach, pressuring every pass, every dribble, and making it tough, and it's forced some turnovers. And they've scored the first 6 points in this second half to lead it by 10 points now, 46-36.
And with a quickness.
Yeah. Again, we're only what, about a minute 20 into the quarter, and Rainier Beach at the line for 2 shots. Winston Cole, I believe it is, will be at the line.
Rainier Avenue Radio, proud and excited to bring you high school basketball. Man, Rick, we got basketball back.
We got basketball. And Tony, you know what? We're powered by the Public Health Seattle King County. They are powering Metro League girls and boys high school basketball broadcasts. I want to say thank you to them. And the other thing, Tony, you said this before, but as of April 15th, all people in Washington now that are age 16 or older are eligible to get vaccinated.
Yep.
So we want to encourage you, if you are questioning it, concerned about it. Both Tony and I have had, our vaccinations. Tony, you had the Johnson
and Johnson, yep. And I'm not tripping. I wasn't tripping when they first said what they said. I've had no side effects.
Right.
And again, like we said before, 6 or 7 people. Of course, you feel bad for those 6 or 7 people. Right. But we're talking about out of 7 million.
Yeah. And I had the Moderna, and the first shot I had a sore arm, and it felt kind of not great for a couple hours the next day. But then the second shot, the day after, I was not feeling. I felt not as bad as I thought I would feel, Tony, but I was feeling bad enough. I didn't do the broadcast that night, and I was at home in bed, all day. I had sweats on, a hoodie, and a blanket over me. But that lasted for one day, and the next day I was fine. So.
Cole hits the first shot, hits the second shot to put Beach up by 12 now. And just again a minute into the half here.
Yeah, and Rainier Beach on an 8-0 run to start the second half here.
So they finally get the ball into front court. Shot put up doesn't go from Kalaya Jr.
And that was a good defensive play by Jalen Green, Tony, just to get a hand in there to upset that shot a little bit.
Damon quickly in the front court gets the ball again to call another shot. This time it doesn't go. Beach comes out. Deep three does not go.
That was Daniel Wandy. And you see Rainier Beach on the run.
Robinson with the ball now. Defended by Jackson. Down low and a nice little bucket. And a putback. And the putback rolls off as well.
Jalen Green just couldn't get the ball. Yeah. And Tony, I'd say I like Namir Robinson. We talked about this last year as a freshman. He shows great patience, and he has good game awareness. And he doesn't force things. And there he could have taken the three-pointer, and he pulled back. And then found the man cutting to the basket. Unfortunately, the shot didn't go, but there was the big guy, Josh Connolly, to get the putback, and he was fouled on the play.
It's Connolly with a chance to stretch this lead up to 13, and does. 49-36. 6:07 here to go in the third quarter.
And Tony, we're only a minute 53 into the second half, and Rainier Beach went from a 4-point halftime lead to now, if Connolly hits this bucket, they'll have a 14-point lead. This will make it a 10-0 run, and he gets it.
He does hit it, and Sealth yet to score in this quarter again as that Beach defense extending to full court.
And now what they're doing is a full court and trapping on the inbound.
Finally get the ball into front court, but pass is a little high for Jalen Tatum, so that's going to go back over to Beach.
And again, Tony, that was caused by the defense and forcing Rainier Beach forcing the action, and Sealth trying to beat the pressure, got past half court, but then the errant pass out of bounds.
So once again, we have that.
Oh, and check that. And the referees confer. Now they say it's Chief Sealth ball. I'm not sure there, unless what they're saying, Will Hart is saying that went off the fingertip of a Rainier Beach player as the ball was going out of bounds. I didn't see a Rainier Beach player hit it, and but the referee saw something we didn't.
Tatum with the ball into Kalaya Jr. Kalaya Jr. with the ball on top. Work the ball down low. 3 put up by Wandy, doesn't go. As Edwin would say, you dance with the person that you brought to the ball, and so they're going to keep shooting those threes.
Oh yeah. And a timeout, then a good timeout called by Abdi Hassan. Tony, he was down on his knees and was being double teamed. He called timeout instead of giving up a turnover there.
30-second timeout.
So we got a brief break in the action here. Beach coming out in aggressive, the same way they started the game.
Yeah.
Same way they started the game.
And Mary Sampson on the broadcast there saying #Beach. Okay, we got some Beach fans in the house.
So I wonder if Mary Sampson is related to Jalea Sampson, who hit those 2 free throws at
to win it for the Beach girls. Yeah. So, Tony, want to remind our listeners that we'll be back at it Friday night at Garfield High School. Make sure to tune in. 5:45 Eastside Catholic Girls. The Garfield girls followed at 7:30 by the boys game. And you can hear it and see it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, our Facebook, Twitch,
those
YouTube pages.
Some history.
Yeah, they do.
Pass is stolen away, picked up by Beach. And boy, Winston Cole jams it home.
Making it look easy, Tony. Come on.
52-36. Tan Jackson with the ball. Gets it up to Hassan. Ball is taken away again. Nice behind the back save, but Sealth gets the ball. Tatum with it. Wandy thinks about it. Over to Kalaya. Kalaya in the corner. Kalaya! You said he's a freshman?
Yes, he is.
Kofi Kalaya Jr.
Man.
The big 3-ball.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that Sealth still hasn't scored in the second half, but Kofi Kalaya Jr. said, Mr. Dupree, you need to shut up because I'm changing that.
Into the front court, Robinson with the ball. The Cole drops it down low to the big guy, Josh Connolly. Wheels and deals, bullies his way in there, gets his own rebound, misses again, tips it back up, misses again, gets the ball again, puts it back up, and this time it drops through.
I tell you what.
Connolly.
Look at Connolly, got to get pumping his fist saying, about time. I tell you, he stayed with it, though. That's I tell you what. I like that kid's resolve. He just stays with it. Doesn't get phased, and good play there by Josh Connolly.
Nobody going near him. He's out there by himself. Get away from me.
That's a big boy. You ain't gonna mess with him. Look, he's looking over at someone in the stands behind us. I wouldn't want to get that young man upset at me.
54-39 with 4:38 here to go in the third quarter. Beach has stretched that lead to 15 points.
Yeah, they've outscored Chief Sealth by 14-3 here in the second half. So
trapped in the corner, ball's loose. We're gonna get a foul called. Hassan is being harassed.
Yeah, and I think they called the foul. I'm looking to see, and I don't see on the scoreboard. I was looking to see if they would put it up there, but Yeah, it was a foul on Rainier Beach. So Chief Sealth with the ball. Near steal again, Tony. Good.
Again, a little careless with the passes. Hassan with the ball in the corner, tries to get it down low. Connolly steals it. Cole has it. Nice touch pass to Robinson. Robinson finds Cole in the corner. Cole drives to the left side, kicks it back out. Shot is up, and oh boy, all on net for
Jalen Green.
Into the front court, Tatum. Tatum gets the ball back. 3-point shot put up by Jackson. Jackson buries the three, and I like the way these guys keep shooting the ball. 57-42, Beach by 15. And there's that man, Bowl. Shot doesn't go.
There's a 3-pointer. He was fouled, so he'll go to the line for 3.
The newer Bowl, fresh into the game.
Tell you what, I like that sophomore, 6'5" sophomore, Tony. He can play. Mike Bethea's got some young players here. Again, only one senior on this roster. They are deep. They are deep on this team.
So Beach up by 15, and again, after halftime, Sealth having a little problem adjusting to the athleticism, the speed, the defense, and coming again a little shaky. But we saw what they did once they got used to it. Yeah. And they're still firing up those threes.
Yeah, but, Rainier Beach right now, I mean, the question is, can you keep that pressure? Because that clearly Chief Sealth having trouble dealing with that. Now, look over at the Rainier Beach bench. You got, Mike Bethea's high school coach, Dave Belmonte, with Franklin. You remember Dave was there when you were at Franklin. He's on the bench there. You've got Romel Witherspoon. You've got Big David King, who had a great career for Rainier Beach. So Coach Bethea's got a great staff there of both young and older guys that are really working with these young men.
Now, I don't know if we can get a shot of Bethea over there and check out that mask he's got.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get a close-up of that? Coach Bethea, can we get a close-up of that mask he's got?
He's got a clear.
I was saying, man, what is that? Parliament Funkadelic? What's going on over there? Huh?
He's been dealing with George Clinton.
We want the funk. Gotta have that funk. He's telling now why I want the funk. Give me more of that funk.
Who was that on the bass, huh? Bootsy Collins. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. People don't realize Bootsy, as a young man, I think it was like 17, 18, played for James Brown.
Yeah.
And that's where he got his start. They were like, go get that the movie Get On Up with Chadwick Boseman. And funny in there, when his band, James Brown's band, leaves, he said, all right, well, let's go get some other guy. Get that young guy, Bootsy. Yeah, indeed.
Bootsy Collins, I'm a rock star baby doll, Bubba.
Bootsy's still getting it done, man. And young kids sampling this stuff and all that. People don't realize, the prolific, just kind of songwriters and the music. These guys, man, are incredible. Another one, Nile Rodgers, remember, from Chic. Yeah, some great musicians there.
Hits the first free throw. 16-point lead now for Beach with 3:46 here to go in the third quarter. Bowl bounces it 3 times, takes his time, bends his knees, fires, flicks the wrist. Second shot is good.
So, Tony, I'm looking at the score, and Rainier Beach has outscored Chief Sealth 19-6 here in the second half so far.
Bowl takes the third shot, flicks the wrist, and again, Bowl
make that 20-6.
Buries.
Or 20-6.
The free throw. Ball comes in to goal and gets it back over to Hassan. Hassan in the front court, no pressure this time. Hassan drives, ball is stripped away. Bowl has it. Bowl with one player to beat. Bowl takes a big giant step, rolls up with the left hand, and lays it in. Newer Bowl. Mama, who is that man? Tayan Jackson in the front court, defended by Wilcher. And Robinson steals the ball. Robinson on the way. Jackson back. Robinson lays it up and in. And Beach right now expressing themselves.
And the Seahawks calling a timeout, trying to gather themselves. And just what Tim Goodman said his team needed to make sure they guarded against the turnover. They haven't been able to do that. And Rainier Beach has forced multiple turnovers, Tony, in this second half, and leading it, man, by 22.
We're going to see if we can get an update here from the home office. And Mr. Daniel Bellis D. Money, what do you got for us?
Well, what I can tell you, Tony B, is right here at the home office, we're gearing up to do a hip-hop show here in about 20 or 40 minutes whenever this game concludes. We have South African artist Menzi calling in, and ATL rapper Chavo, who will be dropping his album Silencio, Por Favor, an hour after our show concludes.
And Menzi he's actually in South Africa calling in, so his time thing is going to be a little flip-flop.
It is. We had to make specific that we were on specific time. So, hopefully he gets up. I think it's going to be 6 a.m. for him, but he has agreed to join us.
And Golan now with the ball. Trapped in the corner. Othello has the ball. Is again taken away. Bowl has it. Othello gets the ball on the floor. We're going to have to call timeout or pass it, do something. Does. Finally gets it to Jackson. Hassan down there with the left hand puts it up in off the glass. And finally a bucket for Sealth to stop that run by Garfield. Wilcher with it. Now DeAndre White on the top. Back to Wilcher. Back to White. They're playing catch. Wilcher tries to get it down low to Connolly. Nothing doing there. Does get it low to Connolly. Guarded by a smaller man. Connolly kicks it back out to White. Over the corner, deep three, no good. And who is there? Josh Connolly.
Tell you what, the big guy can move and show he is nimble and a great putback on the air ball there.
66-44, 2:15 here to go in the game. And Beach just wearing Sealth down. Seeing Jackson with the ball out on top, defended by Wilcher. Golan with the ball. We've got a call on the floor.
So Chief Sealth will retain possession. I'm not sure what the call is, Tony. Ira White, Will Hart, Casey. They got a veteran crew here. So it looked like it was a foul. He's saying a push by a Rainier Beach player. And so Chief Sealth, Tony, will.
Jalen Green going to come back in for the big guy, Josh Connolly. Golan trying to bring the ball, and he's going to have to get it in. Finally does to Hassan. And Hassan almost loses the ball. Puts up a wild kind of shot, and it goes in, and he's...
Tony, I think they're going to say it was on the floor before the shot. You don't have the continuation. Let's see what they...
So, no, they're going to count the bucket. Oh, wait a minute.
Let's see. I'm looking for the call. Nope. They're saying 1-1.
Yeah, so...
Oh, no, not even 1-1.
Kind of threw a shot up there.
Yeah.
So they got that on the floor. He's grabbed and fouled before he went up. Golan brings the ball in under the left side of the basket. Looking for Hassan down low. Can't get it to him. That's going to be a risky pass. Jackson ends up with the ball. Takes a three on Wilcher. Bounces high off the rim. Bowl jumps high to get the ball, but hits on the baseline. And so Sealth will retain possession down 22. With 1:51 to go here in the third quarter. Jackson bringing the ball in. Finally does get it into Alfaro. Kalaya Jr. back to Golan, the right corner. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Golan.
And once again, Tony, I hate to sound like a broken record, but that pressure defense forced that turnover.
And I don't know if we can get a shot of these shoes that Beach has on.
Yeah.
But pretty fancy stuff. Hassan with the ball on the steal. Hassan drives all the way, goes. A shot is blocked by DeAndre White. They got the ball back. Kalaya gets the shot. Doesn't go. So, can we get a shot of those shoes? Mr. Glover. Can we get a shot of those shoes while we have a break in the play here?
The Rainier Beach
shoes. Get a shot of those Rainier Beach shoes. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, the team, they got their deal with Nike and making sure their uniform and the colors match, unlike some.
I know you like that.
Yeah. I'm looking at Kofi Katai Jr. shoes. We got to get his at some point for Sealth. His nice too, matching with their uniform.
Bowl with the ball, handles the ball really well. Pump fake, up and in.
with a great move. Step around and just a nice soft touch there for the land.
Jackson trying to get the ball in against that pressure. Finally does to Hassan. A minute left in the quarter. And again, Beach all over the place. Hassan drives to the hoop, puts it up off the glass with the left hand, but we're going to have a foul called on the floor that might be on DeAndre White. DeAndre White was in Hassan's shirt.
Yeah, and that again, that tight man coverage or man defense, I should say, Tony, really forces. You see Seahawks players dribbling with their head down, not seeing open men, trying to get away from that tight man-to-man defense. And again, it's forcing a lot of turnovers and just putting a wrinkle in their offensive plans.
Tatum trying to get the ball in. Finally does the Wandy. Wandy between the legs, defended by White. Wandy likes that three. Wandy takes that three, bounces high up off the rim. Ball is tipped and grabbed by Royster. Deshaun into the front court, and Bowl again. The left-handed layup. Bowl having a great game. Can somebody say player of the week? I don't know, man. And once again, Mr. Dupree, we will be selecting a Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the week.
Huh? Okay, of the games that we cover. Well, I tell you what, right now at the top of the list is Noor Bowl. He is coming off the bench for the Vikings, and he's still there.
DeAndre White, he's going to take that in by himself.
DeAndre White.
Away. And look what happened, Rick. We've got a 72-44 game. Ball steals. Oh! He's going to get a tee.
But it doesn't matter because he ignited the crowd with the steal and then went head jam.
Oh, my God.
The weird Bow, 6'5" sophomore.
Again.
Hello, welcome. Introducing himself to the Seattle community up in this joint.
Kiss the baby good night. It's time for grown folks up in this joint.
And Rainier Beach with that steal and jam, a 30-point lead, Tony, 74-44. They went into halftime with a 4-point lead, 40-36, and now lead at 74-44.
Wow. Well, Rick, I'm so excited for this season, man. You know we're going to see some things that we haven't seen before, and we were talking about this in the other game. O'Day rested, I think, 3 players in that particular game, but the technical foul shot, the first shot is good by Kalaya. And another great player here that we're having a chance to look at, Kofi Kalaya. But this is just going to stay with us.
Yeah.
This entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you mentioned Kofi Kalaya Jr., he's a freshman. And showing he's got some poise out here and representing for the Sealth Seahawks. So he hits both free throws, Tony, to make it a 74-46 lead for Rainier Beach.
And Tatum down low, and that pass is going to be kicked out of bounds with 4 seconds left. So Beach will have a chance to get that lead back up to 30. What an explosive quarter for Rainier Beach, that third quarter.
Yeah. And Tony checking in for Rainier Beach, number 5'7" sophomore, Jerry Petty.
With 4 seconds left, pass is stolen. Wandy puts up a shot. It's not going to count.
No, after the buzzer.
And I think, let's see if we've got a Goodman, Tim. I know this is your alma mater, Tim, but the third quarter, man, what happened to Chief Sealth?
Well, if you in the first half, if Sealth would have not had the few turnovers they had, they probably would have gone into halftime with a lead. But then in the second half, it was basically they weren't scoring the basketball and they were having the turnovers. The first half they were scoring the ball, shooting the three at a high rate, and then the second half Beach turned up the pressure, put the full court pressure, got Sealth out of their rhythm and got them rushing a little bit, and they started having turnovers, and then obviously they weren't making shots as well. So, and then the doors just kind of came off a little bit there.
Tim, that's a good point. In the first half, Chief Sealth was able to minimize after the first part of the game the turnovers, but here in the third quarter, just from start to finish, they were not able to handle the Rainier Beach pressure. That's a good point.
No, not at all. Rainier Beach has got the young guys out there, the young athletes on them.
And so we start the fourth quarter here. Rainier Beach with a 74-46 lead. Outscored Sealth 34-8 in that third quarter. And a foul right off the top. And I believe, yes, Chief Sealth now in the bonus. So they'll be, that was an 8th foul on Rainier Beach. So from this point forward, Chief Sealth, whether this will help them or not, we will see. But they will be going to the line for 1-1. And after the next couple of fouls, it'll be a 2-point bonus. And so the first free throw by Abdi Hassan is good. But Chief Sealth trying to start this out.
So we're talking about Tim Goodman, and I'm looking at the banners up there, and I'm see if we can get a shot of that banner. Tim Goodman, 1986 to 1989.
Yeah, oh yeah, see it. Number 32. And so Rainier Beach and Dondre White was looking for this player to break and came toward him and threw the ball out of bounds. So turnover there. A rare turnover by the Vikings, unforced error there. So the Vikings again, we're just starting the fourth quarter here. 13 seconds into the fourth quarter. Rainier Beach leading 74-48. And that is the Messiah Alafeo with the ball, guarded by Jerry Petty. And Chief Sealth trying to find the opening in this tight man-to-man defense, and they're just not able to get there. And driving to the basket, they're going to call a foul. And so that was Abdi Hassan kind of forcing it up there, but was able to draw the foul. I believe the foul is going to be called on Dondre White. It will be.
Oh, man, there we go. We see Tim Goodman. There you are, Tim. 1986 to 1989. Sheila Lambert. Hey, Sheila, we see her at the football games. Wall of Fame there.
And first free throw up and in for Abdi Hassan. They'll have one shot remaining. And up and good. Now, you notice, so Chief Sealth not putting any pressure on Rainier Beach. And they may feel just athletically they don't have the athletes to put that kind of pressure on Rainier Beach. But you've got to do something to slow them down. So the Vikings inside. Oh, strong move inside. That's Jalen Green. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line. So the 6'5" junior drawing the foul. He goes to the line. He'll have two shots.
And so, Rick, you're talking about the depth of the Rainier Beach, and we're looking over at the Rainier Beach, and we see, 10, 12 players, and on the other side, like 7.
Yeah.
For Chief Sealth. Eight players on the Chief Sealth bench. So they just eventually warmed down.
Yeah. And Rainier Beach just kept bringing them. They have a very deep team, and again, we said this earlier, very young team as well. And so checking in for Chief Sealth, number 23, Declan Golan, and number 33, Tegan Gaither. So, and again, like you said, they Chief Sealth, they're at least, I don't know if they have some players out, but 8 men suited up here and playing this evening. Second free throw for Jalen Green, I should say, is up and good, giving the Rainier Beach Vikings a 75-50 lead here. 7:10 left to play in the ball game. We're live at Chief Sealth High School. Rainier Beach visiting and handing it to the home Seahawks. And foul there, and I am not in disagreement with Dondre White. Dondre White not happy. He's called for the foul, and the player looked like he just Abdi Hassan. Not a lot of contact there and fell down, but they said that Dondre had a hand on him and pulled him down. And Tony, I tend to agree with Mr. White. I don't. He didn't. Not a lot on there, but hey. Like you said earlier, we're not wearing the striped shirts, so we're just the armchair quarterback or armchair point guard. First free throw up and no good, Abdi Hassan. He'll have one more.
Abdi Rakib Hassan.
And second free throw is up and in. And so checking back in for the Seahawks, number 10, Messiah Alafeo. Alafeo, the junior. And so light zone press. But the Vikings break it quickly, and then Winston Cole, the lone senior on the Vikings with the three-pointer. And making the Seahawks think about, do they want to throw that full court pressure again or not?
And look at Bowles long out there on defense.
Yeah. And you see every pass. I mean, just the ball hawking defense and making it tough for the Seahawks to even get a pass off. Until 7 on the shot clock. And handle the ball. And Winston Cole goes down, and he's grabbing that left leg, that left knee. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Nope. Pops up.
Yep, he gets up. Oh, he's okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what, some ball hawking defense again. And when I say ball hawking, basically what I mean is that just the hands all over. You're waving the hands, and whenever somebody gets the ball, there's somebody right in their face, and just making it tough for Chief Sealth to do anything. So Chief Sealth now in like a 2-2-1 zone press. But again, they're not trapping, so easy for the Vikings to break that zone, and they come across half court. And they've got the 19 on the shot clock. And Bull with the jumper off the back iron won't go. And so the Seahawks on the run. And that is Tan Jackson with it inside the pass. Oh, good pass inside to Tegan Gaither, but he can't make it. And he gets it back, and the shot is blocked. And Chief Sealth with the ball again. Oh, travel, they don't call it. The long jumper for a 3, no good. That's Tan Jackson. Tan Jackson can't hit it, and the Vikings with the ball.
You know, Rick, I just got to say, Winston Cole got up there a couple times. He didn't get shot, but I was impressed by the balance.
Yeah, no doubt. So, again, what you're seeing from Chief Sealth, I mean, is really a little pressure, trying to take a little time off the clock, but not much there. Jared Petty on the jumper won't go, but fighting for the rebound, and that's Jalen Green. Green over to Bull, and Bull going up for the shot, and he is bumped, and he will go to the line for 2. And Bull kind of looked back. I think he was a little upset, and it's like, hey, you know, there's a little contact in the game, brother. It's all right. The foul called on number 33, Tegan Gaither. Oh, check that. That was 23, Declan Golan. So Bull at the line. He'll have 2 shots. First one is up, and it is off the back iron. No good. So that is, you mentioned that earlier in the first half, Tony, in one area that we're seeing in this game that got to work on that free throw. He's a guy that can take the ball to the basket as well as shoot the jumper. He's going to go to the line. He's going to get some fouls called, and he's going to have to really, really improve on the free throw line. Hits the second one there to give the Vikings a 79-51 lead. 5:25 left to go here in the ball game. And the pass up and a fight for the ball. And Golden comes down with it, but then Rainier Beach gets it.
Excellent hustle by Cole to save that ball in bounds.
And Jerry Petty with the ball. And the top, looking to break this press. Passes it over to Miles. Damon over Jalen Green. And some contact there. And Green's mask came off, and he wasn't happy and pushed Declan Golden, and Golden just handed him the mask, and the Green snatches it from him. So again, guys got to understand, things happen, and it's not intentional and what have you. Got to maintain your cool and not get out of control. So the foul on the play, and so Jalen Green, the 6'5" junior, going to the line. He'll have 2 shots. And if he makes both, can give the Vikings a 30-point lead here. First free throw is up, bounces around, and it is good. They'll have 1 more. So both teams now over 17 fouls. So yes, that is correct. And Rainier Beach has 10. Second free throw is up and good. So for every foul now, the Seahawks will go to the line for 2. And after the second foul, Rainier Beach will start having the double bonus as well. Turnover, looking for it, and it goes out of bounds. And again, Tony, that pressure causing that turnover there. So the Vikings will take over, and Kofi Kataya Jr. just not able to handle that loose ball, and it goes out of bounds as he tries to save it.
So it's 5 minutes to go. Beach up by 30. I'm going to say thanks to Providence Elder Place Pace, proud sponsor of Rainier Beach Boys and Girls Basketball broadcast. They specifically wanted to sponsor beach games this year. So,
all right, thank you.
Committed to partnering with residents to create an individual lifestyle schedule. Learn more. Visit today.
So the Vikings with the ball. Miles Damon on top, dribbling to his left. Finds Jerry Petty outside the three-point line. Petty thinks about the three-pointer, but says no. Inside pass. Oh, great ball moving in. Bowl with the lay-in. Oh, and a great touch pass from Winston Cole. So just nice ball movement there. Cole, Jalen Green, and volleyball. Miles Damon with the steal. And looks for Winston Cole.
Oh, behind the back pass.
And Jalen Green, a great move. Off the rim, won't go, but there's a Miles Damon with the rebound and the follow. And I tell you what, Rainier Beach guys, man, they are just showing some aggressiveness on the offensive glass, owning the offensive glass here.
Rick, I am so excited for this season. I'm beside myself, man. This is just, we're just getting started.
Yeah, we are just getting started. And the jumper and the block, and Jalen Green's going to be called for the foul. Got ball, but got a little bit of body. He's not happy with the call. Oh, and now the referee calls a technical.
It's all right, Green. That was a good one, Green.
And I believe it's going to be on Jalen Green. And I'm not sure why, Tony. I mean, Jalen Green obviously not happy with the call, and that's okay. But unless he said something we couldn't hear, I didn't see him saying anything. I didn't see him verbalizing anything. But Will Hart, something that Will Hart, the referee, saw, and so calls a technical on Jalen Green. So Abdi Hassan will go to the line to shoot the technical foul. And the first one is up and in. He'll have a second for the technical foul. And the T, it's a 2 foul shot penalty. So he gets both, he being Abdi Hassan. And now he was fouled. He'll shoot his free throws. He has 2 shots. He was fouled shooting. And then because of the technical, the Seahawks will get the ball. So the third of 4 free throws is up and in for Abdi Hassan. And the fourth one good as well. So that's a 4-point play. And then the Seahawks will maintain possession as well. So checking in for Beach, number 12, Delano Haynes, 6'3" sophomore. And also number 24, Mario Clark back in the ball game for Rainier Beach. So Micah Bethia going deep in onto his bench.
And Tegan Gother into the game. Chief Sealth.
And so the Vikings trying to find open space here in this tight man-to-man defense. And the shot is up. The three-pointer won't go. And that was a Daniel Wandy, but a follow-up. And the Seahawks get the bucket, but on the other end, Rainier Beach on the run. Green over to Jerry Petty. Petty with the long jumper. Oh, halfway down and comes back out. And so the Seahawks across midcourt. As Wandy with the ball. Looking over. And the feed over to Kofi Katai Jr. Won't go, but the follow-up. And that is Abdi Hassan. Rainier Beach now coming across half court. Winston Cole, the lone senior for the Vikings, over to Jerry Petty. Petty with the jumper, and it's good. Three-pointer, Jerry Petty. Shooting it like his daddy. That gives our Rainier Beach an 88-59 lead. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. And now the Vikings into a 2-3 matchup zone. Baseline jumper for the Seahawks won't go. Rebound comes down to Mario Clark, and I believe he was fouled on the play. So he'll go to the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. So 2:50 left to play. Vikings with a 29-point lead, 59, or rather 88-59, I should say. And Mario Clark, the 6'1" sophomore, can add to that lead, Tony, with a couple of free throws here. First one is up, and it is good. As they say, nothing but net. NBN. He'll have one more. And checking in for the Vikings, number 33, Naire Ballard, 6'4" freshman. Second free throw is up, rims around and out. And so now a referee's timeout, and I'm not sure if there's I think the Seahawks may have only had 4 players on the court. So Will Hart, the referee, has a referee's timeout and tells them, hey, you got to get one more guy out there. So now they have the correct amount on the court. And the inbounds pass, looking to get it in and having trouble. And tell you what, good defense there by the Vikings. Mario Clark knocks it out of bounds.
This Beach team is deep.
Yeah, they're deep and they are active, and they get after. What I mean by that, Tony, is that they're contesting every pass, every shot, and they're making it a difficult night for the Seahawks. So inbounds play, and that is Abdi Hassan, guarded by Jerry Petty. I remember Petty as a little 6-year-old at the Rainier Vista Boys and Girls Club. His dad was our athletic director, and Petty and his brother, the little dudes, man, at that point, Tony, they were throwing the ball up and hitting buckets. I'm like, oh, these guys are going to be some players, and we see it here. Jerry Petty, sophomore, and getting plenty of playing time for Michael Bethia's Rainier Beach Vikings. Foul on the play, so Abdi Hassan at the line, the senior for the Seahawks. His first shot is up, hits the back iron, no good. And the second shot is up and no good as well. Rebound comes down to Delano Haynes for the Vikings. Vikings on the run. And there's contact. They're going to call offensive foul on Darius Wilcher, 6'2" freshman. And just couldn't quite get it under control. Lower the shoulder. They're going to call him on an offensive foul, so turnover. They go back over to the Seahawks. Again, Rainier Beach leading 89-59, 2:30 left to go here in the ball game. Rainier Avenue Radio bringing you the coverage. We are live at Sealth High School. The full court pass, and it's going to be broken up by Delano Haynes. And Jerry Petty, the long three-pointer, hits the front of the rim, won't go. And rebound comes down to Kofi Kataya Jr. And over to Jalen Tatum. Tatum over the long three-pointer. And that was a Daniel Wandy, won't go. But Abdi Hassan with the rebound and into... Oh, great follow there. So Daniel Wandy missed it, but the follow-up by Jalen Tatum for the bucket, making it an 89-61 point ball game here. Jerry Petty move on the baseline. Jumper won't go, but there for the rebound. Sky and going up high for it is Darius Wilcher. Wilcher with the rebound and the putback. Darius Wilcher, 6'2".
That was actually Nyree Ballard.
Check that. Sorry. Wilcher with it and then passed it to Ballard. Thank you for the correction.
We want the Ballard folks to be happy.
Yeah. Forgive me. Thank you for I was looking down. I saw that Wilcher got the rebound and the shot up, and I was looking down at my roster to make sure I got the name right, and I missed who had it. So thank you for correcting me, Tony. And at the line for Chief Sealth is Daniel Wandy. The junior has 2 shots. First one on the back iron won't go. And as you said, that last bucket by freshman Nyree Ballard, 6'4" freshman.
Wow.
So again, this team, second free throws up and in for Daniel Wandy. And this team being the Rainier Beach Vikings, Tony, they are young and deep. So Delano Haynes over to Darius Wilcher. And ball's knocked loose, and Chief Sealth comes up with the steal. Minute 25 left to go in the ball game. 91-62 is the score. Rainier Beach at commanding 29-point lead. Baseline jumper. That is Hassan. Hassan gets the bucket and the foul. So Abdi Hassan, smooth left-handed jumper. And Hassan, senior, will go to the line. And he's got some pretty colorful shoes there as well, Tony. We got some pretty cool. And then Nike shoes here. Nike supporting it. And Hassan's free throw is up and in.
Color on each foot. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Oh, no. The inside is a different color than the outside. Oh, okay. And the steal by Delano Haynes. Jerry Petty, the three-pointer. Good. Jerry Petty, the 5'7" sophomore.
Jerry Petty's got some fans out there. They've been commenting, so give him some love.
Well, again, like I said, Petty shooting it like his daddy. And on the other end, the jumper. And great defense, but Daniel Wandy shooting over the defense gets the bucket on the other end. Rainier Beach on the run. Getting a little sloppy. The ball is stolen, now stolen back. The Vikings have it. 35 seconds left to go. Darius Wilcher over to Jerry Petty. Petty to Delano Haynes. Petty with another three-pointer. It's a deep three-pointer, just short. And fight for the rebound. It's going to be off the Seahawks, and I believe Rainier Beach will – no, check it. They're going to say Rainier Beach hit it out. So the Seahawks will have it. 22.2 left to play in the ball game.
And you see how as we get to the end of the game, the masks kind of drop down.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Very few of the
Brandon,
masks covering the noses. Hey, I get it, man. Wishing they were doing the broadcast because they were not out there running, and I'm wanting to do the same thing. So on the other end, and great move there by Kofi Katai Jr. won't go. And at the buzzer, Jalen Tatum with the bucket. So the final, Tony, 94-69. Rainier Beach wins it here. A impressive opening win for the Vikings over the Sealth Seahawks.
Wow, good to be back here again. You know, I think that despite the fact that you know, it ended up being 25-point victory, I think Sealth's got some good things to take away from this game.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, you know, the pressure was really tough. They just had a difficult time handling the pressure. They bounced back from it in the first half, went into the locker room figuratively, not literally, trailing by 4. But the Vikings just blew it open in the third quarter, and their pressure defense forced numerous turnovers and got a lot of easy buckets. And they outscored, again, Sealth 34-8 in that third quarter.
So for Sealth, Tayan Jackson, good game. Hassan, good game. Wandy hit a couple threes, and the freshman, Kalaya Jr. But this Beach team, oh, boy.
Yeah, they are impressive. And I tell you what, I think we both were impressed, and probably our leading candidate right now, Nuir Bowl, just really an impressive showing. And being introduced to the Metro League. I don't remember him from last year, but
neither do I. But
he has shown up this year.
I had to ask my mama who that man was.
Yes, indeed.
Oh boy! And then coming up Friday, Rick. I mean, it just doesn't stop.
No, sir, it does not.
Garfield Eastside Catholic, girls and boys. Girls at 5:45, boys at 7:30. We'll be back, and I'm just so excited about this season, Rick. This is just going to be a good time. And starting on the 10th, we're going to be bringing you baseball as well. And coming up next is going to be Fresh Juice. And I think they had somebody coming in from
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
So at 9:30, make sure, actually, probably here in the next couple minutes, we're going to go ahead and get off the air and let Fresh Juice do their thing. Any final words from you, Mr. Dupree?
Hey, just like you, excited to be back in the gym here and to bring our listeners and our viewers live Metro League basketball, and we'll be here all season long. An abbreviated season, spring season, just 6 weeks, but we will bring you as much coverage and as much action as we can.
And I'm saying this. I'm not saying the Metro League is saying this. I'm saying this. But the Metro League champion is going to be the state champion.
Well, there's a strong argument to be made that whoever wins the Metro certainly is a team that would win state in a typical year.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, we've seen all day last night. Rainier Beach will see 2 great teams in Garfield and Eastside Catholic. Eastside Catholic will be without Nolan Hickman. Nolan Hickman went to, is headed to Kentucky.
Yeah.
And headed to was at a prep school or a different school down in Utah, but is back, but apparently will not be playing for, if I have it correctly, will not be playing for Eastside, but is back in town. And part of Kentucky wants to see him play at a more national level. And he showed them that he is well worth their offer. And so, but still, they've got a lot of firepower. So we'll see Eastside Catholic and Garfield right here on Friday.
Thanks to the folks at Sealth for making us feel welcome here out the SWAC. Thanks to my man, D. Glover, on the camera work. That is it. Thanks to Tim Goodman for joining us at halftime as well. And then at the end of the third quarter, we'll be back with you on Friday. That's it. That's all the time that we have. Fresh Juice coming up. It's me, Tony B, for Rick Dupree saying, remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are probably right. We're out. Peace.